1 year ago, I heroically saved a drowning girl. Little did I expect that the first words she uttered upon waking would be, "I decided you raise a one, I'll marry no one." But you in this lifetime dismissed it as a joke and thought nothing more of it. Who could have guessed that 7 years later, that girl would grow into a mad heiress? She even crashed my wedding, bringing bodyguards who creep let my fly in. For say I blind dragged me away. I said I marry no one but you, I'm your wife, she declared, threatening my entire family's lives to force me into marriage. She confined me to a mountaintop villa, forbidding any woman from approaching me. She tried every method imaginable to win my heart, but I remained utterly unmoved, furious and humiliated. She found a double outside, almond bearing an 80% resemblance to me, wielding the power of her mad heiress status, and spoiled by her indulgence. He felt entitled to do as he pleased. He barged into my villa with his crew. Where did this come from? Daring to get surgery to look like me and seduce my woman. I'll end you today. He shattered both my hands, cut out my tongue, and even destroyed my manhood. After I was tortured to death, the mad heiress arrived, fashionably laid the double, dragged my corpse before binding me, boasting triumphantly, "Baby, this surgery mat was hiding here trying to seduce you. It took care of him for you." Bai Ningbing was both infatuated and insane. She claimed that from the moment I saved her, she had resolved to marry no one but me to possess my heart. She imprisoned me for 3 years, devising new ways daily to please me, but didn't love her, nor could I ever accept her. Lately, however, she'd found a double resembling me, and they'd been inseparable for months to provoke me. Bai Ningbing often printed photos of their intimacy and sent them to me. As I sat in the courtyard perusing these photos, a commotion erupted outside the walls. Ningbing comes here constantly. Today, I'm finding out what treasure she's hiding in this villa. But didn't Bai declare this villa his private sanctuary? No one's allowed in. Exactly, Changji. I heard someone who just wandered nearby got his limbs broken and asked to get out. Isn't it dangerous for us to sneak in without permission? Scared, I'm Ningbing's boyfriend. She loves me desperately. She'd never blame me. Hearing the noise outside, my expression shifted. A sense of foreboding washed over me. Ignored by Ningbing's madness. Better than anyone, her possessiveness was extreme. She treated me like her private property. Confined to this villa, once someone lost their way and accidentally approached Ningbing, had their limbs broken and asked to get out. They vanished without a trace the next day. Initially, she only forbade any females near me. Later, noticing it irritated the housekeepers better than her, she fired all the villa staff in a fit of rage if those people outside came in. Disaster was certain. I quickly stood up, intending to warn them to leave. But as soon as I opened the door, a face eerily similar to mine 80% filled my vision. Before I could speak, the man landed a vicious punch squarely on my face. Where did this come from? Daring to get surgery to look like me and hide in Ningbing's villa? Think you can steal my woman? The sudden blow left my head ringing and dizzy. You worthless piece of shit. Is this a place for a molly gold digger like you? And you deliberately altered yourself to look like Chang Ji, dreaming of seducing CEO Bai. You'll stop at nothing to climb up, won't you? No shame at all. Only then did I realize the man who barged in and hit me was He Chang, the double Bai Ningbing had found. Because of Bai Ningbing's pathological control, I remained cold and distant towards her. Even after being forced into marriage, my indifference persisted. I never touched her, perhaps out of spite, or to fill some void. She scoured everywhere for look-alikes. He Chang was the close street match she found. Now, He Chang glared at me furiously, his eyes practically spitting fire. You piece of trash. Knowing Ningbing is madly in love with me, you went under the knife to copy my face, trying to be my double and replace me, didn't you? He Chang was arrogant and vicious, but considering he didn't know the truth, I decided not to hold the punch against him. Instead, I tried to warn them kindly. This isn't a place for you. Leave now, before Bai Ningbing arrives. Otherwise, no one can save you. He Chang, however, showed no gratitude. He grabbed my collar and snarled at, Ningbing is my woman. Where can't I go that belongs to her? Pretending to shoo me away, afraid the real deal will ruin your little scheme, and you won't even get to be a kept man. Today, I'll teach you the cost of stealing a woman from me. With that, He Chang kicked me hard, sending me sprawling. I hit a rock, instantly gashing my head open. Enraged, I tried to get up and fight back, but He Chang's cronies immediately forced me to my knees. I glared at He Chang. Aren't you afraid? Bai Ningbing will find out about your recklessness. He Chang snorted contemptuously. I am the true love Ningbing searched for so long. If my face gets a tiny scratch, she frets for days. So what if she knows? Would she blame me over some lowlife like you? His cronies chimed in mockingly. Exactly. Everyone knows CEO Bai fell for Chang Ji at first sight. You a fake surgery mat. Dare compare yourself to Chang Ji. Chang Ji, CEO Bai is a famous beauty tycoon. She must have scheming men like this one all over, trying to seduce her. Perfect timing. Let's make an example of him. Cut off those gold diggers' ambitions. Right. Let those male fortune hunters know exactly who CEO Bai's real husband is. Their words were sharp, their demeanor aggressive, radiating malice. I spoke coldly. You'd better find Bai Ningbing and ask her exactly who I am. He Chang raised an eyebrow disdainfully. You, a surgery mat sneaking into the villa. Think you're worthy of me? Inquiring about your identity. I'm the man on Ningbing's heart, the future son-in-law of the wealthy Bai family. What are you? Still dreaming of comparing yourself to me? His gaze turned vicious as he ordered his gang. Loosen him up first. They obeyed instantly, raining kicks and punches. Upon me, I was knocked flat, nose bleeding profusely. Breathing through the pain, I shouted hoarsely, "Stop! I am Bai Ningbing's husband." At my words, everyone froze. Hichan stood nearby, squinting at me. You say you, Bai Ningbing's husband, correct? Is that it firmly? You are merely the double she. Fong, if she discovers you will harm me like this, she will not spare you. I revealed the truth, expecting Hichan to back down. Instead, they all burst into the receive, laughter almost simultaneous lie. This idiot's gold digging delusion has rotted his brain. Just because he looks a bit like Chang-Ji, he dares flip the script here, claiming Chang-Ji is his double. The whole world knows CEO. Bai takes Chang-Ji everywhere. You a sneaky surgery mutt, dare claim to be her husband. Hichan curled his lips into a sinister smile. I thought you had some skill, getting surgery to look like me to seduce Ningbing. Turns out you're a complete fool. I've been with Ningbing this long, and never knew she had a husband. How many lives do you have, spinning such an outrageous lie? If you were really her husband, why are you unknown? Why live alone in this desolate villa? He grabbed a shovel from the courtyard and approached, pulled him down. Today, I'll teach him a lesson personally. His cronies pinned me down relentlessly. Clearly, none knew the reason this land for miles was deserted. Bai Ningbing had bought it all. No one entered without her permission. The villa once had guards and staff, but Bai Ningbing, consumed by irrational jealousy, dismissed them all. My identity was anti-publicized because she forbade anyone else to even look at me. Even discussing me was considered sacrilege to her. Little did I expect these very facts would become reasons for them to disbelieve me. Seeing Hichan raise the shovel, I struggled violently but could trick free. I roared red. I am Bai Ningbing's husband. Call her and ask if you don't believe me. My desperate cries fell on deaf ears. Hichan brought the shovel down hard on my elbow joint. A sickening crack echoed, followed by excruciating pain that made me break into a cold sweat, nearly passing out. Still talking tough? You think you're worthy of being Ningbing's husband? Hichan went berserk, repeatedly smashing the shovel onto my hands. Soon, they were a bloody, mangled mess. The pain was so intense I lost all sensation. Satisfied, Hichan finally stopped, laughing heartily. Ha ha ha, let's see you touch women without hands. His cronies laughed uproariously. I glared at them, trembling all over. You'll regret this. Years confined under Bai Ningbing, stressed against my family, stripped of freedom, left staring blankly day after day at the empty villa. A deep resentment had already festered within me. Now, subjected to this torture by the double, that resentment instantly transformed into pure, seething hatred. Hichan threw the shovel aside and stomped hard on my face, still barking at me. Since this dog mouth won't say what I want to hear, you won't speak again. Bring me a knife. One of his cronies handed Hichan a folding knife, voicing concern. Chang-Ji, this is still CEO Bai stirred. Isn't this a bit much? Hichan snatched the knife arrogantly. What's the problem? Ningbing is my woman, her home is mine. I am teaching a shameless bastard Allison in my own home who dares complain. Besides, Ningbing loves me desperately. Even if Iko is trash, she wouldn't frown at me. The others echoed exactly. Our Chang-Ji is the man CEO Bai would risk her life for. What can he do? CEO Bai will only feel sorry. Chang-Ji had to exert himself. She might even be so impressed by his man-like courage she begs him to marry her. Reassured, the knife bearer settled back to watch the show. Lying helplessly, I watched the cold, gleaming blade approach. Panic surged. I am Bai Ningbing's husband. She will never forgive you for this. My threat only enraged Hichan further. Today I cut out your tongue. Let us see how you talk tough then. Hichan forced the knife into my mouth. A swift motion, a flash of blinding pain, and I saw a torrent of blood and my severed tongue fall from my mouth. Agony consumed me. I became a limp ragdoll, lying motionless in a pool of blood, barely breathing. Hichan discarded the knife and stood over me, trash like you. Even after surgery to look like me, Ningbing wouldn't spare you a glance. She loves me, understand? Not every stray dog gets my love. Not just anyone can move Ningbing's shirt. He then grabbed a kettle of boiling water from the courtyard tea table and ordered his cronies rip his pants off. Today, I stripped him of his manhood. Let us see how he goes. Big Zen. His cronies swiftly tore off my trousers. Hichan poured the scalding water directly onto my groin. The boiling liquid splashed and spread over my thighs. Intense burning pain enveloped me, paralyzed. I couldn't move. I tried to scream, but with no tongue and a mouth full of blood, only gurgles emerged. I could only endure as the water seared my skin red and raw. Bai Ningbing, though obsessively confining me here, had never harmed or touched at me. On the contrary, she guarded me fiercely. A mere scratch would bring teams of specialists. Even when I refused intimacy, she never forced it. She said she'd wait for me to willingly take her virginity. She declared I was destined to be her man, to bear children and live happily ever after. Now, I was drowning in Hichan's humiliation, stripped of my manhood. Helplessness and despair engulfed at me, unable to speak. Tears streamed uncontrollably. Bai Ningbing, is this the outcome you wanted? Seeing my pitiful state, Hichan's cronies grew excited. Chang-Ji was born for the rich life. He sure knows how to teach a lesson. Yeah, look at this trash, so tough, mouthed as before, now crying like a baby. Haha, doubt he'll dare seduce any woman now. One crony suddenly noticed a stack of photos on a nearby stone table. He grabbed them and handed them to Hichan. Chang-Ji, look, so many intimate photos of you and CEO Bai. No wonder this place is forbidden. CEO Bai must be hiding your collection here. She loves you even more than we thought. To have CEO Bai so obsessed, Changji, Yuri definitely marrying into the Bai family. Hee-chan looked at the photos, basking in his cronies' flattery. His smirk triumphant, he discarded the kettle and stomped hard on my ruin growing, leaning down to sneer. See how much Ningbing loves me. You a surgery mutt. Think copying my face will win her affection. Pathetic. Under his brutal stomping, I should have writhed in agony, but I lay utterly still. Sensing this one crony tentatively checked my breast, trembling, he whispered, Changji, he seems dead. Hee-chan frowned in disgust, withdrawing his foot. How revolting! Quick, dig a hole and bury him. Don't. He pollute Ningbing sighed. As the words left his mouth, Bai Ningbing stepped into the courtyard. What are you doing? Her voice froze everyone. She wore a haute couture dress, her long, wavy black hair cascading down her fair skin. Exquisite figure, uncalled lie elegant aura radiated noble allure. The previous lie arrogant Hee-chan instant, lie softened at with a spring-like smile. He rushed forward and grasped Bai Ningbing shade, like hand. Ningbing, weren't you in an emergency meeting? How do you have time to come here? Bai Ningbing ignored his question. Her voice icy. Don't you know this? Villa is strict lie off limits. Why are you here? Her tone was emotionless, but her beautiful eyes held a sharp, dangerous glint, meeting her gaze. Hee-chan looked uneasy. Ningbing, I saw a surgery mat sneaking in suspicious light from outside. I followed to catch him. Bai Ningbing frowned slightly, her gaze sweeping the villa. You didn't go inside? Of course not. Hee-chan assured quickly. We just dealt with the mud in the courtyard. His cronies sensing tension chimed in. CEO Bai, Chan, Ji knows this place is important to you. He wouldn't trespass, right? He saw someone sneaking in and got worried, afraid they meant you harm. Changji just loves you too much. Concern makes him rash. Please don't blame him. Bai Ningbing's icy expression softened at slightly, though her voice remained cool. Don't he come here again? Hee-chan looked puzzled. Why not? I think it's nice here. Seems waste left abandoned. Why don't I move in? His gaze was full of hopeful expectation, like a pet awaiting its master's nod. But Bai Ningbing's face, instant life frosted over again. Seeing this, Hee-chan hesitated. Ningbing, did I say something wrong? Upset you? Bai Ningbing glanced up towards my bedroom window. A faint, almost imperceptible, challenging smile touched her lips. Then she reached out and gently pinched Hee-chan's cheek. No, I just think you deserve better. This place is too shabby. If you must move, it should be to Bai Manor. As she spoke, her eyes kept darting towards my window, seeming like hoping I'd be watching from behind the glass. Hee-chan's face lit up. Really? You'd really let me stay at Bai Manor? Bai Manor was the ancestral Bai family home. Only family members could enter. Bai Ningbing's thoughts. Strong lie implied Hee-chan becoming family. This thrilled the aspiring gold digger beyond measure. Bai Ningbing nodded, her meaning ambiguous. Of course. Who told you to be so obedient? Before Hee-chan could respond, she continued, her voice light but carrying deadly weight. This villa is my private sanctuary today, only because it's you. Your friends get to live alive. Her words, so softly spoken, sent chills through the cronies. They knew Bai Ningbing's ruthless reputation. As they watched fearful lie, Hee-chan wrapped his arm around hers. It knew you loved me best. Bai Ningbing's lips curved slightly. Do you know what I love most about you? Hee-chan gazed at her tenderly. What? Bai Ningbing traced his cheek with her fingered IP. Her eyes filled with apparent adoration. I love it most when you say you love me. With his face, the sudden confession flustered Hee-chan. Oh, right, he suddenly remembered. His eyes flashing, he strode over to my body and dragged it before Bai Ningbing, boasting triumphantly. Baby, this is the surgery mat who sneaked in. It took care of him for you. My face was swollen and crimson, blood still oozing from where my tongue had been. I was unrecognizable, a horrific, disfigured mess. Bai Ningbing didn't he recognize me? Her gaze held only contempt, as if looking at something filthy. Her eyes lingered for barely a second before returning to Hee-chan. She smiled approvingly. Well done. Her tone shifted to concern. But don't dirty your hands like this again. If you got hurt, I'd be heartbroken. She stared deeply into Hee-chan's face, her expression one of infatuated reverence, as if admiring her most prized treasure. Especially this face. With that, she turned away from my body and ordered her bodyguards, dig a hole outside, bury it, don't stain my courtyard. Two bodyguards swiftly dragged my corpse away. Bai Ningbing's gaze flickered once more towards my bedroom window, perhaps frustrated by the lack of any visible reaction. Her impatience showed. She frowned sharply and led her phone, ordering coldly, bring the food from the car. Soon her driver arrived with several insulated containers. Bai Ningbing meticulously arranged an array of delicious-looking dishes on the courtyard stone table, all prepared according to my tastes. Seeing this, Hee-chan was touched and overjoyed. Ningbing, you're too good to me. You even prepared a meal specially for me. Bai Ningbing glanced again towards my window and deliberately raised her voice, speaking to Hee-chan. You exerted yourself today teaching that lesson. It pains me to see it. She even tenderly picked up food and fed it to Hee-chan's mouth, so fond of Hee-chan. This level of intimate care was unprecedented. Hee-chan was ecstatic, chewing with excited delight. His cronies watched enviously. See, I told you. CEO Bai feels sorry Changji had to work. Truly envious Changji found someone so devoted, noble and beautiful like CEO Bai. Yeah, that shameless mutt earlier dared dream of seducing her. Ridiculous. Honestly, no one could ever shake Changji's place in CEO Bai's shirt under their admiring stares. He-chan was fed bite after bite by Ningbing. He grinned broadly by Ningbing. However, Ru increasingly distracted, her eyes kept drifting towards the villa window. Everything she did was a performance, meant for me to see, meant to provoke jealousy. CEO Bai is buried, the bodyguards reported respectfully. Seeing no movement from within the villa, Bai Ningbing stood up abruptly. She deliberately called out loudly towards the window. "Okay, I'll take you to Bai Manor now. If you like it, you can move in today." He-chan thrilled, grabbed her hand. "Fantastic, let's go. I can't wait to live with you." Urged on by He-chan's eagerness, Bai Ningbing walked towards the gate. She glanced back repeatedly, but saw no sign of me. This utter disregard, on top of her existing resentment, infuriated her. Suddenly she frowned, shook off He-chan's hand, and stormed back into the villa. She flung open my bedroom door. "Are you truly this indifferent?" Her words cut off. The room was empty. She frowned, searching the villa frantically, every corner, every room, but there was no trace of me anywhere. Bai Ningbing strode back outside, her gaze dark and dangerous as she fixed it on He-chan. "Where is the person who lives in this villa?" Her voice vibrated with suppressed fury, poised to erupt. He-chan widened his eyes, genuinely puzzled. "Person? Besides that guy who got surgery to look like me, I didn't see anyone else in the villa." At his words, Bai Ningbing's face underwent a terrifying transformation. "Surgery to look like you? You mean that person resembled you?" He-chan shrugged dismissively. "Yeah, that ass. Why I taught him such a harsh lesson, knowing you love me. He deliberately copied my face, dreaming of seducing you and replacing me. He even had the audacity to claim he was your husband. Pathetic, right?" He chuckled derisively, but Bai Ningbing's expression had become utterly horrifying. She lunged forward, grabbing the bodyguards who had buried me. "Where did you bury him?"